Hey there boys and girls, luckySkillFaker here, and before I start this video I want to give credit to the COD Doctor. He made my little thumbnail writing which says luckySkillFaker, which is pretty cool. His link is down in the description below, you should check him out. Okay, so this time we have another episode of Tell Me What, the series where you tell me what setup I should use, and then I will give a review of it and maybe some tips and tricks on how to use it. So this time our setup, as you can see, will be the M16A4 with the Reflex sight, the suppressor and the foregrip. So nothing else was set in the setup, so I think I went with the GA-18 coverage and medkit and defibrillators for the rest with the assault class kit. So yeah, what can I say about the setup? So for those of you who don't know, I normally haven't unlocked all the attachments for the weapons, and I tried to play a little bit for it, so I have always like a kind of first impression in the back of my head, because I most of the time haven't used the weapons too often, and I am pretty annoyed by the M16A3, but I have to say I like the M16A4. So it's the burst version of the M16A3, and since we're using a suppressor which keeps us off the minimap, we should really use this advantage. So it's definitely not for rushing, so you might get lucky and hip fire some shots and get someone who's like close to you, but you should always ADS since we're using a laser pointer. You can see me using, or better doing, quite some long range shots or medium to long range shots, and while still using the suppressor. Normally the suppressor will decrease our bullet velocity, which it really does in this case, but since we're using the bursts, we'll have like a more accurate weapon over range, which balance each other out. So we have at one side like the better accuracy of range due to the bursts, but on the other side we have like less, I say, power for long range. On the other hand, we have another nice little addition, which would be the decreased recoil. So you really have to play how you should play with this setup, which is medium range. Medium to long range is the best, and really the best way to play with this gun. If you play like this and you use also the advantage of the suppressor, so if you I can say sneak around or flank the enemies, it's pretty good, because they won't see you at first. They will only see maybe your the rounds, because they have tracer rounds in them. And I would say it's a really good basic overall setup. As long as you stay away from the close range or close combat, you will do pretty good with it. I really enjoyed using it, even though if I'm not a big fan of the M16 family, or better family of weapons. You are pretty accurate, and suppressor complements this even more. Keeps you off the minimap. We have only a little drawback in terms of the like I said, the damage or the power, because we have a I'm not even quite sure of how suppressor works. I think the damage will drop off lower or drop off faster. So even though it's still pretty good, you have to be accurate, which is absolutely possible with this gun, because you have I think most of the time you have to get around 3 bursts on your target, and in medium to long range, which is pretty okay, which would be 9 bullets, and then we would have 3 enemies before you have to reload. So would I recommend the setup? Yes. And what should you do? Flank the enemies, stay behind, don't rush. It's a medium to long range setup, and that's how it should be used. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any more suggestions or questions, or a setup for the next video, just leave it down in the comment section below. I will pick the one with the most thumbs up for the next video. And yeah, I hope to see you guys soon. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and luckySkillFaker out.